Alright, so I'm going to talk to you about my Hispanic microculture. Maya Angelou once said, "We all should know that diversity makes for a rich tapestry, and we must understand that all the threads of the tapestry are equal in value no matter what their color." The Hispanic population in the U.S. is one of the highest populations, alongside the Amish. I hope to enlighten you on my Hispanic microculture. Being Hispanic is more than just a nationality, it is a way of life. Which brings us to our first question. Why should we consider this a microculture? This microculture has a set of primary and secondary beliefs and values. Primary values being family, religion, Christianity, Catholicism, hard work, respect, tolerance for others, education to progress, traditions, language, and festivities. Some Hispanics have a harder time adjusting to the American way of life because they don't venture out from these Spanish neighborhoods. Some Hispanics don't even make an effort to learn the English language because they believe that by just communicating in Spanish, they can get what they want and need on a daily basis. Politics is considered a secondary value when asked if we would go out of our way or die for this particular value. We would most likely take a step back and choose to not get involved in such matters. Characteristics of someone who belongs to this microculture. We as a microculture, we respect our elders. When asked who's in our immediate family, we automatically think of our extended family. We are a very collectivistic and close-knit group, and from a young age we are all taught the importance of cooperation and sharing with others. Some genetic traits of Hispanics is that it varies. There is no one-size-fits-all policy with Hispanics. We are a mix of cultures, be it African, Indian, European, whatever, like those show up in our skin color, eye color, hair color, and they normally date back to our ancestry. While genetics does vary for us, it's what makes this microculture so diverse and awesome. Behaviors and patterns of communication that differ from the dominant culture. As a group, we are a very expressive and passionate group of people. When we greet you, expect the warmest and reassuring touch. We are passionate when it comes to storytelling, and we tend to speak to each other in person or over the phone. Social media usage has increased a lot, so applications like Snapchat, Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook are widely used to keep in touch with our family and friends. Prevalence of the microculture in the United States and the world. As mentioned before, the Hispanic population in the U.S. is at an all-time high. Mexico has the second highest population of Hispanics, along with many other countries. In total, the combined population of Hispanics among Latin America is 500 million. When added to the U.S. population of Hispanics, we have close to a whopping population of 600 million Hispanics. While there is a high population of Hispanics in the U.S., there is a higher population around the world. It is estimated that by 2050, the population of Latin America will increase substantially. Some interesting facts and relevant facts about this microculture that I found. Spanish as a language ranks number 2 in the world's language in terms of it being spoken as a first language. There are 1.1 million Hispanic veterans of the U.S. Armed Forces. Hispanics follow a social code of conduct. Men will typically greet each other with a firm but simple handshake, and women are more than likely to greet each other with a hug and a kiss on the cheeks. Latin America is one of the most urbanized regions in the world. 80% of its inhabitants reside in cities. And lastly, in 2014, Colombia was ranked the happiest country in the world according to the Barometer of Happiness and Hope. To conclude my presentation, I hope that I have enlightened you with my Hispanic microculture. I have discussed Some of the primary values of this microculture, which are family, religion, respect, tolerance for others, education, traditions, cultures, language, and festivities. Some of the secondary values are that we don't really follow or get involved with politics. I have also talked about how some Hispanics have not assimilated to the American way of life. They believe that they can find what they are looking for by just communicating in Spanish, therefore disregarding the English language completely. I also talked about how we are a very close-knit group and that our families include our extended family. Genetically, we're a mix of African, Indian, and European influences. There are no specifics as to what kind of mold we fit, so there's no one-size-fits-all policy, which is why we are a diverse culture. As far as behaviors and patterns of communication are concerned, we are very expressive and passionate individuals. People should always expect a warm and reassuring hug and kiss when they see us. We tend to be very passionate when telling a story, and we normally talk in person or over the phone. Over time, social media usage has gone up substantially, so applications like Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook are used to keep in touch with people near and far. Population densities are at an all-time high in the United States, but when combined with Central and South America, there's a combined 600 million. By 2050, there is said to be a substantial increase in population in Latin American countries around the world. Of the many facts that I found very interesting, here are some of them. The U.S. forces have had 1.1 million Hispanics that have served. When we greet each other, men will more than likely greet each other with a firm handshake, and women will more than likely greet each other with a hug and a kiss on the cheeks. Spanish ranks number 2 in terms of it being spoken as a first language. Latin America is one of the most urbanized cities. 80% of the people reside in the city. In 2014, Colombia is named the happiest country by the Barometer of Happiness and Hope, and I genuinely hope that with this information I have opened your eyes to an awesome Hispanic microculture. Thank you.